Have you ever been bothered by pain or discomfort in any of these spots? Your neck and shoulder, your lower back, your inner thigh, calves, or perhaps your wrists, fingers, and forearms? If you haven't, don't worry. My personal experience of working as a stretch therapist and personal trainer tells me the ultimate truth about chronic muscle pain and soreness. It's that no modern human who has a full-time desk job and yet doesn't do anything about it will escape that destiny. Maybe that bomb won't set off today, tomorrow, or next week. Maybe it won't happen until you're 18, 25, 40, 50, 60, 70, but rest assured, you will be crying about muscle pain and even worse, maybe a sudden weird injury at a certain point of your life if you don't take it seriously right now. Today, let me explain the fundamentals of human physiology of why prolonged sitting can cause those problems and how to alleviate symptoms and restore some of the negative postural changes. According to an article published on National Library of Medicine, 50.5% of adults aged between 18 and 44 exhibit total sedentary time of over 6 hours a day. To a large extent, prolonged sitting signifies insufficient physical activity, as there's only so many waking hours in the day. This sedentary lifestyle will cause a multitude of chronic health issues, which will be the focus of discussion in the next video. For today, we want to target the pain and the negative postural changes as a result of prolonged sitting by addressing the imbalances of muscles. Specifically, I'll teach you how to build strength for the muscles that are underutilized, inactive, and that may be perpetually in a lengthened state, and also to relax and stretch out the overworked muscles that might have been shortened and tightened over time. Remember, exercises cannot be done by themselves, so it's necessary for you, my precious audience, to acknowledge how lucky you are to have come across my video and to just spend 10 minutes a day to make a difference about your body before it's too late. However, let's set some realistic expectations. 4 exercises totaling 10 minutes a day isn't going to give you night and day difference, but it's a good start. In the end, whatever you can stick to doing regularly with a clear understanding of why you're doing them will get you going the farthest. The baseline is anything above 0, but guess where most people are at? It's 0. So, do the 4 exercises after glimpsing through why, and if you still have some attention span left or some energy to spare, then I wholeheartedly welcome you to the bonus section for some extra gains. When you slump at your desk, your thoracic spine becomes excessively convex, tilting your head and shoulder forward. This locks your pectoralis minor and major and your entire abdominal wall into a chronically short position, shortening your superficial front line and spiral line. Up in the neck, your sternocleidomastoid and upper trapezius are also locked short, pushing your entire head out of alignment. To compensate, your middle and lower trapezius are forced to hold up your entire shoulder girdle while being eccentrically loaded in a stretched state, leading to chronic tenderness and pain. Now, a summary of the treatment. We will stretch and relax the upper trap and the SEM that serves as the cervical flexors that flexes our neck forward, and the pecs that make our shoulder rotate internally and forward. Then we're going to strengthen the shoulder blade retractors, meaning the muscles that retract the shoulder blade, and the cervical and thoracic extensors, the muscles that extend our spine from chest and up. So we're going to go from this position to this position. So, what are my exercise selections? First, the stretch and relax part. Let's do a doorway pec stretch. Place your forearms on the door frame at a 90-degree angle and gently lean your torso forward to stretch this chest. Follow this with cervical side bends, gently pulling your ear to your shoulder to release the locked SEM and upper traps. Let's do this for 20 seconds for the pec stretch and 10 seconds for the cervical side bends. alternate between side, and repeat for 3 sets each. Next, let's strengthen the mid-trap and cervical thoracic extensors, rebuilding the posterior chain to hold you upright with the prone Superman, lying face down or against a wall for an easier level, starting with arms reached forward, palm facing down. Then roll up your upper back, externally rotate your shoulder, hold the arms back into a W shape. Squeeze your shoulder blade together. This trains shoulder blade retractors and thoracic extensors. In the process, don't forget to tuck your chin. Hold the head back along with the upper back to strengthen the cervical extensors. We are going to perform this exercise for 3 sets of 10 reps. You're always welcome to do more reps or sets as long as you're prioritizing control of the target muscles. For the lower body, sitting in a slumped posture chronically shortens your gastrocnemius and hamstrings. More importantly, your iliopsoas becomes locked in a short position as well. Take a look here at Tony Soklis. He's a longtime sitter and now has gone from standing upright to reporting lower back pain when doing bent over rows. The reason for his lower back to overcontract stems from weak hip extensors and tight hip flexors, pulling his pelvis into anterior tilt. This muscle imbalance is the number one cause of lower back pain, as all the load is placed onto the connective tissues and muscles on the posterior side of your spine. There's no active support from your glutes, abdominals, and upper back muscles. To treat Mr. Soklis' problems, we need to unlock the front of the hips. First, do a kneeling couch stretch or lunge stretch. Squeeze your glute on the trailing leg and gently push your hips forward until you feel a deep stretch down the front of your thigh. Keep your upper body straight and steady and engage your core as well, so that we are stretching the hip flexors without compensations from lower back. I like to first do 5 reps of dynamic stretches and then hold a stretch for 30 seconds. Alternate side and repeat for 3 sets. Now the strengthening of the glutes. With the hip flexors opened up, the hip extensors, namely the glute max and glute mid, will be trained more effectively. Let's do a bodyweight glute bridge, and if possible, a single leg glute bridge as the advanced movement. Lie on your back, keep the heels at a moderate distance from your hip. Drive your heels into the floor while pushing your hips to the ceiling. Think about rolling your hip up and engage your abs. By contracting the glutes, you actually force the hip flexors to further relax through reciprocal inhibition. We're going to do this exercise for 3 sets of 10 reps each side as well. Thank you guys for watching this video to the very end. This is the first time I'm trying out editing this long video, and I will be back with the bonus movements. And don't forget to do those 4 exercises for 3 sets of each, and it will only take you 10 minutes a day. And let me know how you feel. Give me some feedback. I really appreciate that. Peace.